Hello, welcome back. Are you guys ready for some cards? Ah, me too. Me too. I just have to get set up. So, oopsies. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. This is Bohippian Life. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. If you are interested in the reselling portion of my channel, I leave links in the description box of most all my videos. But this live stream is all about the cards. I have oracle cards and tarot cards with a deck of true love reading cards. So if you'll give me some grace, please, while I set up. I have 5 oracle decks, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 5 oracle decks with me. The Enchanted Maps, a subscriber favorite. Crows, my favorite when it comes to the oracle. Mermaids, my oldest oracle deck. I have others in there that I haven't brought out. I thought this is more than enough. And 2 earth decks. Now these are fan favorites too. Subscriber favorites as well. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. Earth Magic. And the Earth Wisdom. Now, if that's not enough, I have one more deck. This is the True Love Reading deck. So I will pull those out if anybody wants them. So that is a love reading, and you have 2 options for a single or somebody in a relationship. So when it is, there's a lot of sewing going on here, and I don't even know how to use a sewing machine. When it is your turn, you can choose whatever deck you want. There. Do I have all messages? There we go. Perfect. I'm not even set up down here yet either. My goodness. Talk about not knowing what you're doing. Seems like it's been a long time since we've done a live card reading. And I believe the last one was, what, Thursday? Because I've been on, you know, a little mini vacation. Almost ready. So we will start with the tarot first. Well, that's what I like to start with, the tarot. And if we don't get anybody willing to go first, I will shuffle them and pull some for myself. Almost ready. Now I need my grandma glasses. Oh my gosh, they have spots on them. Type in hello in the chat and my email address. And I will highlight that. It'll be at the top of the chat. Pardon me. There we go. Perfect. We should be good as far as batteries go. Lizzie, hello. Good morning. How are you? You are first today. I wish I had like balloons and confetti that I could hit in the chat for the first person to show up. I have to clean my glasses. But just visualize that, okay? That's visually sending you balloons and confetti. Let's get you on the list. And do you know what deck you would like? Truthfully. Now, as I was saying, I like to start with the tarot and then choose an oracle. I'm so glad you approve. So glad that's the one you want. All right. That should be a little better. So I know it's Tuesday, but how was your weekend? Oh my gosh, my hands are a little stiff from crocheting and a lot of motorcycle riding. Good. I'm so glad. I am so glad. One more super good shuffle. Mine too. Very busy, but so fun. We had so much fun. Oh my gosh, I'm just throwing cards everywhere. All right, so we want these ones and those ones. Let's see what we have here. I have to think of how they fell. No, they fell face up. Holy cow. So there's 8 of them. All right. Miss, how do you identify drones? Mr. Drones? I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. Please give me some grace. Jerry, is that how it is? Jeriel? I used to know a lady, her name was Joelle. Is Joelle, I should say. But let me put you on the list. I just don't want to say you're male if you're a female. So please give me some grace. And I can't see, probably if I click on your little icon and it goes to your channel, your picture might be larger. Definitely male, my friend. I apologize. And I've put you on the list, and we'll see what the tarot has for you. So, Lizzie, you have a lot of cards. So, it seems like you are on the start of something new. Is this true? Has something just happened, begun? So I'm recording up here. For anybody who's new, I'm recording up here, but I can see better on my laptop. Like I said, I'm a grandma, so it's hard to see as it is. All right. So this card represents the start of, an ace represents the start of something new. 2 represents it's at the beginning of it, because it's so much closer to a ace than it is a 10. 10 being the completion. This card represents, first of all, it's a pentacles, and it represents abundance, and I call it gains. So abundance is so much more than just money. It's riches everywhere. This card represents balance and dedication, and because it's a 2, it represents it's time for you to organize. And it could be organizing Maybe it means organizing your cupboards or your house. Maybe it means scheduling, organizing your schedule. You have the Emperor card. This is a major arcana card. The Emperor is it's a positive card, and it represents a fatherly figure. And this card says to maintain your boundaries and exercise your authority. So it's a positive, it's a yes. And boundaries, remember, boundaries are not walls to keep people out. Boundaries are doors to keep you safe. You have the Hanged Man. This card represents patience, but it also represents that the choices and the decisions you have made have put you in this position. This is not a negative card. Most people, because it's a hangman, see it as a negative card and that somebody's coming after them with a noose or something. No, it's nothing like that at all. It's a neutral energy card, and it represents that the choices you have made have put you where you are. Whether they were bad choices and you're in a bad situation, or you made good choices and you are in a good spot. This card also represents waiting and delays. And remember, the reward for patience is patience. And that these waiting and delays, they can be fun things and obstacles that delay you for, good and fun reasons. You have the Four of Swords, which represents a resting phase. Gotta make sure you're on the right page. If you're new, I have my own little book here. It represents rest and examination. You could see the person on the bed is not sleeping. Their hands are steepled in contemplation. And up in the corner, you see there is a new life. And that's what this card represents. Rest and examination, because a new life awaits. Audio Bliss, hello, welcome back. And here's that Ace of Swords we were talking about. This card represents victory and a new cycle. It may represent that this cycle may be singular, as in one, because it is an ace. It may be, again, singular, purposed. And when you decide to do this, whatever it is you decide to do, you will be very decisive and cutting, just like the sword. And purposed, again, purposed. And make sure I don't have anything else written about it. And here's where it says that there is a change coming. You have the Tower card, the Tower, a major arcana. This card represents sudden change, and it could already be happening. Just like the lightning bolt striking the tower. Generally, this change is through no fault of your own. Nothing you've done. There's nothing you can do about it. The good thing about this is that it also represents being able to wipe everything clean, like a chalkboard, and starting over fresh. So no matter what this change is that you didn't cause, you'll be able to start over fresh and new. And like I said, it may already be happening. Let me get you guys on the list before I get too far. There are a lot of cards here for Lizzie. So let's get Audio Bliss on. Milky, hello. Raymond, hello. There we go. I think I have everybody. Welcome back, my friends. For tomorrow. I have that written on there, Audio Bliss. Lizzie, you also have a Four of Wands. And this may happen because of this. Again, if none of this resonates, please let me know. This card is a celebration or a welcome. It represents going on a visit, quite possibly to family or home. Again, these people are extremely happy to see you. They can't wait for you to get there. They're very welcoming. And there are already, make sure I pick the proper corner here. There are already people there waiting. They can't wait for you to get there as well. Again, celebration, a welcoming. It could be you're going home to visit or you're going to visit some family. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles represents gains, riches in all ways. This card says to get grounded and connect with the earthy side of life. Learn to be resourceful. Learn to be practical and share with others. Attend to your financial affairs. So less going out, more coming in. This card says that when you think of a way to make money, you generally do. So you need to start thinking that way, and less going out, more coming in. Here's another card that represents change. Inevitable change, and it's going to be very transformative. This does not mean you're going to wake up not breathing tomorrow. It just means that this change is inevitable. You have a lot of powerful major arcanas in your reading. This card represents after overcoming some obstacles in life, that you will realize it's time to put yourself first. Treat yourself first for once. Life is to be lived to the fullest. And after overcoming these obstacles, you are in a place of positivity, a place of clarity, illumination. And because of the sun, this can represent the daytime or summer as well. And we are in full force summer. You have another major, the Hermit, that says it's time for you to take the time to be alone. Go within and look, find your purpose. I mean, really, what is it that you really, truly want? And take the time. Don't take the time to be alone. And you have the Three of Cups. This is another celebration card. It can represent a wedding. The card says go for it. Celebration. So if you're like, well, I have been thinking about going home to visit, just do it. Just do it. It's going to be a welcome celebration. You have the Five of Swords. This card says stop being defensive. Also, there will never be any resolution to a conflict as long as you put too much emphasis on being defensive. So, careful not to be paranoid and see treachery where there is none. I cannot believe all these majors you have. You have the Justice card, which represents... Oops, I'm going the wrong way. This card represents that it is advisable to step back and be objective. When it comes to making decisions, no knee-jerk reactions to solve problems. That's just like one of the Crow cards we have. I think it's like a survival card, and it's the same one. So don't just come to snap decisions to get out of whatever situation you're in, because that's solely what you're thinking of. You're not thinking of the future and future possibilities. You're just thinking of how you can get out of the situation you're in right now. So, step back, be objective, and no knee-jerk reactions when it comes to solving problems. Strength. This is a card through inner strength. It is power, courage, generous, just like the Queen of Pentacles. But it says to, it says to be like the trees, strong but bendable, and, pardon me, stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. And you have the Hierophant. This card represents somebody you know, and it says that you need to seek wisdom from somebody you know with knowledge and experience. They reveal the sacred. So this literally is somebody you know. They've been there, and they have the experience. They're not going to lie. You can talk to them, and they will at least give you advice to put you in the right direction. And if anything, they'll at least be an ear, a kind ear to listen to you, and they won't talk and spread gossip about you. And again, this is literally somebody you know. You trust them. That was a lie. Yes, there is a major change, and it may already be happening. You just didn't know it. And it is time to put yourself first. That's kind of like selfishness for a reason. You are welcome, my dear. Thank you for being here. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. Jariel, I wish I knew how to pronounce your name properly. If you could put it in the chat how to pronounce it, I would feel so much better. And we are going to see if we can get something good for you, Mr. Drones. Speaking of drones, has anybody ever been to any of the drone shows? I want to go so bad. They had one in our area, up towards Buffalo somewhere, and I missed it. But I saw pictures. Oh my gosh, these drone operators are amazing, talented, the greatest. Hello, welcome. How are you today? I will get you on the list. One more. Oh, we have a few more than that. 1, 2. All right, you have 7 cards. You're expecting a war. Oh, no, that's not good. What happened? So, Jariel, you have multiple cards here. And the first card represents, this is a 7 of Swords. This is a trespassing card. First of all, it's a warning card. No, Audio Bliss, not yet. You are next, Audio Bliss. Jariel, you have a 7 of Swords. Again, it's a warning card. It represents trespass or stealing of ideas. This card says to be careful of sharing delicate information. Are your communications being shared with a third party? Be careful of being too trusting when it comes to work, home, school. Ideas you have may be passed off as their own. This card says that you have been warned, my friend. You have a 2 of Cups, Pentacles. I apologize. Again, Pentacles represents abundance, so gains. And in order for you to continue these gains, it's going to take some balance and dedication. And 2s represent it's time to organize. You have a 7 of Cups. This card represents inspiration, imagination, creativity. You see how all cups are full and overflowing. So back to this. 2s are organizers. 7s are reorganizers. So in order to keep everything full and overflowing and coming, all this abundance, you must reorganize. You have the Queen of Swords. Pardon me. My allergies are crazy these past couple of days. This card says to say what you think. Be direct. Speak sharply. The Queen says be your own person. Keep your strong convictions no matter what opposition you come up against, my friend. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Be confident, straightforward. This card also said that you will receive the acknowledgement you deserve. Peter, my friend, welcome. Nobody, not a single person here has said that they don't believe in God. So, my friend, please don't think that we don't believe in God. Now, there may be some who don't, but I just don't want you going under that presumption that we don't believe in God. But welcome, my friend. And would you like a card? You have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles representing gains in all forms. And the Queen says to get grounded. Connect with the earthy side of life. Learn how to be resourceful, be practical, share with others. Attend to your financial affairs. Less going out, more coming in. This card says when it comes to ways of making money, when you think of ideas or ways, you generally do. I don't think there's hatred in God anywhere, my friend. Page of Pentacles. The page comes with a message, and the message is to listen to that voice. It represents being young at heart, and it urges you to follow your destiny. Examine what strengths you possess, and again, speculate to accumulate. Figure out how to turn every possibility into gold and save. That doesn't mean be greedy, but speculate how to accumulate in all ways. And you have a Ten of Wands. Tens represent the completion of a cycle. 1 representing the beginning, 10 the completion, freeing you up to start another one. The Ten of Wands represents that you have shouldered too much, and it's time to pass some of it on. The Ten of Wands in the picture shows all the wands going the same direction. Super easy to carry and pass on to somebody else. It says you like I said, you have done a good job. And because of passing some of these responsibilities on, you will reap fortune, success, and gains, just like the Pentacles represent gains. I will pull a card for you, the greatest, and still read it. You may get a notification that you were mentioned in the video. So, Jareel, that was for you, my friend. Audio Bliss, you are next. You are next, my friend. Audio Bliss. Let's see what we have for you. So today is going to be another beautiful day. mid-80s. I'm so excited. The pool is ready. Crystal clear, sparkling, gurgling, bubbling. You know, the little output. I don't know what you call it. Output. Yeah. Gurgling, sounding oh so cool. Inviting is how it sounds. Very inviting. So I'm trying to get work done early. So I can go outdoors and enjoy it. Today's my daughter's birthday and my grandson Gabriel's birthday. Gabriel, happy birthday. Happy 9th birthday. My daughter would be 36 today. All right, Audio Bliss. We have 3 cards. And let me put my bookmark in here. And let's see what we get for you out of these, looking deeper in it for a different meaning. The first card you have is the Hermit card. Now, in general, the Hermit represents that you need to take the time to be alone and figure out what it is you really want in life or what it is you really want to do. And the Hermit has jumped off the pages. He's already gone. All right, here we go. Found it. But I'm going to see what else we have for you. All right, so we will do, well, I will just ask you, Audio Bliss. So you can do the in general, which we use all the time. You have your choice between career and finance, health, relationships, travel and lifestyle, education, and spiritual awareness and self-development. So you have 7 choices. If you want to know about tomorrow, travel and lifestyle would be a good one. Spiritual is a perfect one. Spiritual awareness and self-development. This card is a deep and profound symbol of how your own vision guides us on the path until we become the path itself. Staying true to our own values, we are led forward by our quest for higher places in order to open the way for others. We must be assured that we be a good example. You have the 9 of Swords. 9s representing in general a resting phase. Spiritual awareness and self-development, this card shows the necessity of having a point to your ideas. It shows that one must make real all the visions and ideas that populate the mind. It can also show the limitation of logic to guide us forward when emotions are strong. And we have the Knight of Cups. So, Peter, I have this saying, walking into a church doesn't make you a Christian any more than walking into a garage makes you a mechanic. Spiritual awareness and self-development. This card says, This card shows how we must take out inner feelings as a calling and a quest. It is the card of the Grail Knight who has embarked on a journey. This will lead to adventure and new experiences, as is the case when we follow our true vision. You are absolutely correct, my friend. Peter, you are absolutely correct. Amanda, hello. Let's get you on the list too. So in general readings, audio bliss, the hermit, like I said, represents that you need to take the time to figure out what it is you really want. I mean, really. And then you have had the Nine of Swords in general, represents a resting phase in the 9 steps of grieving. And there really, literally are, I say it all the time, there literally are 9 steps when it comes to grieving. You can't push it. You can't skip one hoping to get through it faster. Nobody can tell you to hurry up. Again, it's a resting phase. It can represent death, miscarriage, failure, despair, and deception. Again, rest. Nobody can force you to grieve. Everybody grieves differently. So then nobody can force you to grieve faster. And again, I say everybody goes through it. On the blanket, every zodiac sign is displayed, which means when it comes to grieving, everybody goes through these 9 steps. And the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups comes with a quest. And the quest is for you to be alert and be ready to defend yourself and to speak your mind. So that's an in general. So you got 2 of them. I love it when somebody knows their way around a Bible. That is so cool. I spent so many years sitting in church next to my grandma's. And then as a young mother, as a Sunday school teacher. And then life happens. And gosh, over 34 years later, because I was not even 20 when I was a Sunday school teacher. So over 34 years later, here I am, a grandma to 9, 4 kids and 9 grandkids. Audio Bliss, you are so welcome. And if there's anything I can do for you, pretty sure I have you on here. Yep. You're on the list for September reading. All right, Milky, your turn. I do not as well as I should, or as well as I used to, I should say. My daughter had a verse tattooed on her leg. Oh my gosh, I wished I could remember it. Peter, let me pull these cards for Milky. So let me think of Milky for a moment. And you may, I gotta quit thinking. All right, here's one. Because I have a question for you. There we go. 3. 1, 2, 3. So, I did see your email. Yes, I did, and I have you on the calendar for the free reading. So these cards are for Milky, but my question for Peter is, hopefully you'll know the verse. It said something like, daughter, you have been healed now. Absolutely, Amanda. That'd be cool if you know what that one is, Peter. Because nobody can remember, and I don't have any pictures of it. Absolutely, audio. It said, daughter, you have been healed now. And it had the verse. It had the book, the chapter, and the verse number. Crow for audio. And then she had a real pretty cross tattooed next to it. So you don't know what that verse is? Because it definitely, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Deuteronomy. All right, audio bliss. A crow for tomorrow. There it is. Distance. This card asks if you are too close to a situation to remain impartial or unbiased. It says you might benefit from taking a leave of absence or literally putting some distance between you and the situation by taking a trip. How did I start my journey? So I had told you I was a very young mom, and I was a Sunday school teacher in Ohio. So I was married. My husband was very abusive. So the church helped me. The church and the Salvation Army helped me and my kids. By the age of 20, I had 3 children, and I was pregnant for my fourth one, and multiple trips to the hospital. So my church helped me, and they're like, you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere in the United States, and so I came to New York, where I had some family left. So 20 years old, I was turning 21 in March, and my 4th child was born in June. So a few months, so I got a deck of cards, and just to stay busy because when we came to New York, first of all, before we left Ohio, we were in hiding for 6 weeks, maybe a little longer. And then we came to New York and we were in hiding for four, 4 to 6 weeks as well before it was safe enough to go out and look for an apartment. So I got an apartment with the help of family a couple weeks before I turned 21. And then, yeah, I had my fourth child in June. So I suggest, Audio Bliss, that you get this deck right here if you want to learn tarot. And the Celtic Cross. Those are the best. The Rider Tarot deck. And go online and search all the information you can about a Celtic Cross. And then just start playing with your cards. They come with a little instruction booklet inside. And there may even be a Celtic Cross in here. Or different ones. There's multiple patterns, but layouts. Actually, there is a Celtic Cross right here. And so, yeah, you do get a little booklet. But again, I have my own grimoire. I have all kinds of stuff in here. But if you're interested, Audio Bliss, in the tarot, just jump in and do it. Oh my gosh, jump in with both feet. And the pictures on the card depict so much themselves too. So you learn a lot by the pictures. Susan, hello. Again, hello again, my friend. I was talking to Susan just before I came on the live. So, Milky, you have the Six of Swords. This card represents new horizons and moving on. So, in the boat, all worldly goods are packaged up and ready to move forward. It also represents that where you're at right now, the waters might not be quite so calm. You see they're kind of troubled waters. Moving on, new horizons to calm waters. Now, this person here doesn't necessarily represent that it's a relationship. This person can just be literally the person guiding the boat, the Uber driver, the pilot. So, or it can represent a relationship. But it could just be the Uber driver. So don't freak out. You have an Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands represents exciting news and moving projects forward. There's two cards in a row. And it represents swiftness and also hope. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It represents speed toward end promises and assured felicity. And felicity is happiness or well-being. This is one, when I had a in-depth card reading done for me, my card was an Eight of Wands. And I have a huge Eight of Wands card. It's nice. And you also have a Three of Swords. This card represents petty conflict. And that grudges need to be dropped. Someone needs to step back and act as mediator, or it will just get worse. Removal, absence, delay, division, rupture, or dispersion. Again, someone needs to act as mediator. I say, let bygones be bygones. Really, who gives a rat's ass anymore? Life is too short to hold grudges. So Peter, you must not be a subscriber to my channel. I do, and I have multiple Bibles, and I have Bibles that have been bequeathed to me. So I have multiple Bibles and family Bibles, and I do read and believe in the Word. I'm just, in my experience, know, Peter, that there's just so much more out there. Spiritual, soul, everything. There's so much more out there. Raymond, if you are here still, you are next, my friend. For the longest time, Peter, we had, I do Dollar Tree hauls, and we get the scripture cards from there. So for the longest time, until we went through them multiple times, we had a scripture card of the day. Susan, Sister Susan, is very spiritual. All right, Raymond. I'm all about do no harm. Raymond, you have the Ten of Wands representing the completion of a cycle, and that it's that you have shouldered too much, and it's time to pass some of it on. And because of passing some of it on, you will reap fortune, gain, and success. You have the Nine of Pentacles, also representing gains. Remember, abundance is so much more than just monetary. It's monetary, it's material, it's harvest, it's spiritual, it's your everything. So the 9 represents that there is plenty in all things. Remember, there may be a price to pay, but there is no thrill in the lack of risk. You have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups represents approaching. You are almost there, like a plateau. 8, so close to a 10. Yes, it represents you are almost there. There's finally forward movement. And you can see up in the corner, the eclipse signifies transience and rarity. So you're finally forward movement. You also have a 3 of Swords, again, represents petty conflict. Petty conflict. Nothing detrimental, but grudges need to be dropped. Someone needs to step back, or it's just going to get worse. And again, I say let bygones be bygones. Be the better person. You have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups comes with a quest. And the quest is for you to fulfill your desires, what you're passionate about. And some people may say you're self-absorbed about this thing, but who cares? This is your quest. And that's where this forward movement is coming in place. Again, it's time for you to fulfill your desires. You have the High Priestess. This is a major arcana. It's a positive card. And it represents change. Change you didn't realize. And it also represents the future is yet unrevealed. The High Priestess represents intuition as well, which is also known as gut feeling. And here you have two pillars, the two pillars of justice, balance and justice, balance and judgment. Here, the Black Tower represents night or evil, light and darkness, or good and evil. The White Tower represents good or light. So there's evil in all good, and there's darkness in all light. It all is about balance and justice, balance and judgment. Oh, I was wondering who it was the other day, Amanda. So the greatest. Peter, you have a great day too. And thank you for being here. All right, this is for the greatest. Well said, Susan. Well said. So the greatest, the first card you have is the Magician, a positive major arcana. It represents change, and it's going to happen quickly. And it encourages you to use all your, it encourages you to be resourceful. Use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And remember, it's all in the know-how. You do your schoolwork. You have the Ace of Cups. Don't skip schoolwork. Ace represents the beginning of something, the start of something new. Can be a celebration, the birth of a child. It also represents you will discover a renewal for your capacity to feel once again. We have the Five of Swords. This card says stop being defensive. There will never be a resolution to conflict as long as we put too much emphasis on being defensive. And be careful not to be paranoid and see treachery where there is none. You also have the Six of Swords representing new horizons and moving on. You have an Ace of Pentacles, again, representing the start of something new. It represents infinite opportunities, material opportunities, a place of wealth, and perfect contentment. On the card, it shows a hand being offered. So if someone offers you a helping hand, the greatest, accept it. Because it may be what helps you get to this infinite opportunities, the material opportunities, the perfect contentment in a place of wealth. So if somebody wants to help, say yes. 13 out of 20. It sounds like it's a pass though, right? Is it a pass? You also have the World card representing a successful completion. But We all know the world spins slow. So a slow, successful completion. Scarlett, hello, welcome. And I have you on the list, my friend. And you have the Five of Pentacles. This is a halfway point. And it represents, well, halfway. Sometimes we must feel and go through these things, these negative feelings, to put us on, to make us want to try harder and to work harder and do better. So this card can represent monetary or material trouble. Again, it represents you're halfway there. You see what others have. This window here, the people walking by that are having the material and the monetary problems are walking past a window of abundance. If they were to look inside, they would see everything that represents abundance. A richly, finely set table overflowing with food. People sitting around it, finely dressed. If they were to look in the window, they would see abundance, happy and smiling. Everybody, that sort of abundance. So it all beckons. Again, you see what others have what you don't, and it all beckons you. Sometimes we must experience this to strive for a better life and to set off on that hard road of ambition. So don't forget, all those aces represent the start of something new. And if someone offers you help, accept it, because it will help you get past this 5, that halfway there point. Susan, have fun shopping. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you later. Amanda wants tarot and crows. Oops. So Amanda, did you pass the quiz? Amanda, the first card you have is the 6 of Pentacles. This is a charity and recognition card. It represents that you might be recognized for something good you have done. And quite possibly there may be a monetary award with it as well. This card represents that you should pay off any debt you have first. And then if there's any money left over, give to charity. And also, if that doesn't resonate, Amanda, it may represent that you have been asked to give forth somebody's name in recognition. You have a 2 of Wands. This card represents hopes and wishes. And it's an organizing card. Hey, as long as your grade is up, hey, a B+ is awesome. And it's well above passing. So this card is an organizing card. So it's a hopes and wishes card. Organize. And it also says you need to fire yourself up. You need to fire yourself up. We have the Death card, a major arcana. It's not, doesn't mean you're going to wake up not breathing. No, it represents an inevitable change, and it's going to be very transformative. And you have the Empress card, another major arcana. And this card represents that when components align, more creates more. It can represent home. It's really an understanding card, that when components align, more creates more. So more happiness creates more happiness. More anger creates more anger. People say money follows money. And we'll see what the crows have for you. And then it was Susan's turn, but I believe she left. So we will jump to Scarlet. We jumped Peter as well. One more good shuffle for Amanda. Okay, so we have 3 cards. The first one is perspective. And it says that it was new to me. It was a surprise. I didn't know crows did this, but they hang upside down. And they do this to get at food that would not be attainable otherwise. So when you take a moment to stop, disengage, and you open your mind to seeing the situation from a different perspective, you might realize more information is available. When this card appears, your situation will benefit from slowing down and holding off on any significant decision making, as you may not have all the information that is available to ensure all aspects of the situation are considered. You have the mimicry card. I didn't know crows could do this too. I thought it was just parrots. Well, crows can mimic people also. Mimicry may arise in a reading if you need to consider if someone is putting on airs or is pretending to be something that is not genuine. On the other hand, it may be you that might benefit from a little mimicry. Sometimes we need to fake it till we make it in order to get a foot in the door. But be cautious. The truth may come out and you may be required to prove your authenticity. This card may also indicate that someone else is trying to sound or pass themselves off as something they are not, to gain your favor or your attention. So you may need to ask yourself if this individual is showing their authentic self or simply pretending to be something you find more attractive. And you have freedom. This card brings a message that you do not need to stay where you are. You can change your position. You can rise up and see the world from a different point of view. You have the wings. All you need is the self-confidence and the desire. This card brings movement, flexibility, and the ability to expand your horizons, whether it's the freedom to travel or the freedom to make the decisions at work or freedom to splurge on your favorite meal. When this card appears, you may need to ask some questions. In which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? And what is your definition of freedom? And Scarlet is next. Thank goodness for classmates that are willing to help. Joan, hello. Oh, I didn't say I did not mean to imply that I would not read it, Joan. I apologize if that's what the vibe I gave off. No, I did not mean that at all, and I totally will. Deuteronomy, what was it, 18? Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10 through 14. Yeah, Joan, I apologize. Yeah, I totally didn't mean that. Scarlet, it is your turn, my friend. I was like, why are you shuffling Crow? Amanda, you're welcome. Yeah, if you have classmates that are willing to help, absolutely, why not? Accept the helping hand that is being offered, always. Oh my goodness. Oh, Amanda, thank you. Oh, here's one for Scarlet. We have 4. It's nice when we start off with one of these cards. A 3 of Wands. This is an activating card. It represents, oh my gosh, that's not a Wands. That's a Cups. Goodness gracious, Grandma, get it together. 3 of Cups. This is a celebration card. A wedding, it can represent a wedding. And most importantly, it says go for it. It's positive. It's a yes. Cups represent summertime and emotions. It's a water suit card. We have the 4 of Swords, 4 representing rest and examination, and that a new life awaits. You have an Ace of Swords. This card represents the start of a new cycle. Most importantly, it represents victory. So congratulations on your new cycle. It represents singular. It's very decisive and cutting and purposed. When you made your decision, there's nothing that can stop you. You have a 5 of Cups, and I promise this is a Cups. This card represents loss, but that something still remains. It can represent shame and guilt, the feelings of shame and guilt over this loss. So it can represent that 3 have been taken and 2 are left. You see there are 3 cups lying down and 2 still standing. It can also represent an inheritance, patrimony. So inheritance from a father or a fatherly figure from your family. This card can also represent bitter marriage or frustration in marriage. And with that, Scarlet, we will choose the Enchanted Map Oracle instead of the Crow Oracle. for you. Whoops, one more good one. We need one card for Scarlet. You have the Solitude in reverse. I feel like this just came up recently in our card of the day. Absolutely, Amanda. And I don't know if Audio Bliss is here, but Audio Bliss wanted a different oracle card as well. So in reverse, this card says that too much solitude results in isolation and separation. Now is the time to get together with friends. Hiding out leads to loneliness and negative thinking. Separation at this time is not a healthy choice. Are you in a situation in which you feel alone? You need to share this and not keep it to yourself. And by joining in with others, you'll hear what you need to know. Spirit finds ways to speak through them without their even knowing it. You have the key to let yourself out of this prison. You are loved, and you are never alone. And this is when I like to take the opportunity to say that if you feel alone, my email is always highlighted at the top of all of our lives and in the description box of all my videos. Nobody should ever feel alone and like there's nobody there for them. So I just want to say there's always somebody here for you. Always. Send me an email. I'm always here for you guys. Amanda wants a love card. So I'm not sure if Audio Bliss is still here. Joan, are you still here? How many do we have still? Awesome. 77 minutes. We're doing good. Oh my gosh, these cards. All right, Amanda. Let's see what happens. Should we take that one? The Divine Feminine. Oh, this one comes with homework, Amanda. She's like, oh crap, pick another one. Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine is returning to us once more after thousands of years of dominance by the distorted masculine. She is characterized by qualities such as nurturing behavior, acceptance, trust, caring, patience, going with the flow, harmony with natural cycles, sharing, cooperation, healing, a connection to nature, in a more circular, organic way of getting things done. Intuition, especially the decision to use and trust it more, is also extremely important in the feminine realm and feminine approach to life. These qualities are not always highly valued in society, whether you are male or female. You may have been brought up learning to discard or distrust them. The feminine way of being patient or caring is not about giving all the time and finishing up exhausted yourself. It's about having faith in the fact that the universe can and will guide you if you allow it. This card is the vital force from which all other life emerges, and it works towards a win-win outcome in every situation for the good of all involved. All things creative, sensual, and nurturing belong in the feminine realm. So, indulge. Indulge that with awareness as a way of expressing your delight. Make a commitment to listen to, trust, and act upon your intuition more today and every day. And you have drawn this card because this card, your heart and intuition are calling out to you, urging you to trust your feminine energy more and more. Take a few minutes to complete the exercise on the next page, reintegrating your divine feminine, and then take steps to acknowledge this power within you. Oh my goodness, I stumbled over those words. So, Amanda, I will, if you send me, I know I have your email. I'm pretty sure I have it saved. I will send you this exercise. Albert, hello, welcome. How are you? There. I don't think Joan is here anymore. Bethany, hello. Oh, Joan is here. Joan, if you type it in, I will totally read it. It's just I can't change my setup. I really don't want to change my setup. Bethany, hello, let's get you on the list. Malik, hello. And welcome back, my friends. Yeah, you did. Did you put this, the verses in there, 10 through 14? Because I didn't see them. I'm good, Albert. Today's been a tough day. Today would be my daughter's birthday, so she would be 36 today. But I am doing the best I can to make it through. So other than that, today it's a beautiful day. The weather is gorgeous. But she is heavily on my mind today. And it's also my grandson's birthday today. He turns 9. Aw, thank you guys. All right, Albert. Mobile More, hello, welcome. How are you? Aw, thank you. "36 is your favorite number. You guys are awesome. Let me see who I forgot to put on here. Mobile more. All right, Albert. Aw, thank you, Amanda. Albert, you have the Fool card. So this card says that you are on a journey, an unexpected journey, and that you should follow your path. And don't be held back by people who say you're a dreamer, and that you need to remember miraculous inventions were created by people labeled as fools. You have the Chariot card. This card represents finally forward movement, but it suggests that you take the road less traveled. So be a leader, not a follower. So if everybody goes this way, you have more opportunities, better chances. There are more doors open if you go the other way. You have Six of Swords. This card represents new horizons and moving on. So where there may have been confusion, swords are usually fighting and arguing. So where there may have been confusion and strife, fighting and arguing, you see the waters are choppy. Forward movement, new horizons, calm waters. You have the King of Wands. The King of Wands says to take action, express your reason to be. It says that you can, this card says that you can literally inspire enthusiasm where there is lethargy. You put vigor into any occasion that you grace with your presence. You are a master at putting a new spin on any situation. So, take action. You have the Queen of Cups. The Queen says to follow your heart and intuition. Look within and see where you literally yourself can be more loving and caring. This card also says that at this time you really cannot go wrong. Tune into the feelings of others and respond accordingly. Show compassion and don't turn your back on those who need your support. And you have a Six of Cups. This card represents a reunion, maybe an encounter from somebody from your past, or a rekindle of something from your past. It represents first-time feelings, first-time flutters, those childlike wishes. And it's also a leveling up card. Sixes represent that there's been a flip in energy and that some things are being taken to another level. Represents that something has just recently happened. And you have the Hermit card, which represents that you need to take the time to be alone and look within and find your purpose, just like that king said. Express your reason to be. So find that reason. And you have the Five of Pentacles. It's a halfway point. Pentacles representing gains. Halfway there. It represents monetary or material problems, but that it's a halfway point. And it says that sometimes we must experience this to strive for a better life and just to set off on that hard road of ambition. So it's an ambition card. Julian is doing stuff. Granny needs to chill out. Well, Julian, welcome, my friend. That's my grandson's name. Gabriel's older brother, as a matter of fact. It's all right. So Joan wrote what Peter was so anxious for everybody to read. One who practices witchcraft or soothsayer are abomination to God. This is divination to God. Amritha, hello, welcome. Amritha, I apologize for that, Amritha. Albert, you are welcome. So, Joan, let's pull a card for Joan. She said she would accept a card if I read the scripture, and I did. So thank you, my dear. I appreciate you being here and having so much patience with me. So let's shuffle these up real good. She's like, no, I don't want a card. Okay, my dear, you don't have to have a card. All right, let's move on to Bethany. Thank you for being here anyway, Joan. You're a gem, my dear. You truly are. And I appreciate you not being hostile. Just sitting there quietly and listening and watching the chat. All right, Bethany. Let's see what we have. Oh, wait a minute. One more good shuffle. Aw, Amanda, thank you. You guys are the best. Don't tell my husband I said that, because he knows he's the best. Don't want to hurt his feel bad. One. There we go. Bethany, you have 4 cards. Is that mobile more? Is that like blah, 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 blah? Is that what that means? We have a 10 of Pentacles, Bethany. This card represents, well, Pentacles represents abundance. So GAINZ. He's like, no, that's not what that means. So this is the completion of a cycle. Congratulations, freeing you up to start a new one. And it's a structure card. And it says to keep the outcome in mind and to work toward it. Abundance, GAINZ, 10 of them. Oh, it's laughing. Mobile more, I'm sorry. So I'm not a professional. And you also have the King of Pentacles, Bethany. The King of Pentacles represents that there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical. So again, GAINZ in all ways. Monetary, material, harvest, your soul, spirit, everything. Riches is so much more than just money. So there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical. And this is where I like to say that if you are like a cake decorator, don't try to get a job as a construction worker. So be practical. And you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents, well, it's a dignity card. And it represents maintaining composure. Set a good example. Be the person you would want supporting you. And this can also be a man that you know. This man is agreeable and this man agrees with you. So, again, if you have a question and it's about a man, this man is agreeable and he agrees with you. So like a good connection could be like good friends, just or a good working partner. It's a good combination. And you also have the 8 of Swords. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing good. This card represents that you are restricting yourself. It says, stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. My friend, you can cope. Now, because of these obstacles that you are mentally creating, you might have feelings of embarrassment, frustration. You may feel like you failed or disappointment. Again, these are obstacles that are of your own mental creation. An 8 of Swords can also represent that there may be bad news on the horizon. Yeah, I was like, that is so. Mobile More, thank you for putting that up there because I wanted to say that too. It's like, I don't think God works like that. God is not going to take something away from you because you read a card. Thank you, Bethany. Thank you so much. Malik, it is your turn. You are welcome, dear. You are welcome. All right, Malik. Let's see what happens. Oh, Bethany, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to see your masterpiece. With that said, you guys don't forget to check out my community tab. It's a spot where not only I can post and comment, but you guys, if you're a subscriber, you can also post and comment. So Bethany, whatever you're painting, I would love to see it. If it's literally a painting you are creating, I would totally love to see it. If it's a wall or something, yep. I'm just curious. I would love to see your masterpiece as well. Malik, you have 4 cards. And 3 of the 4 cards are major arcanas, which represent that there is a powerful current surrounding you right now. Very positive, powerful currents. The first one you have is the Wheel of Fortune, and it represents surprise change. It's good old destiny and fulfilling it. So destiny is what we do in life, what we're destined for, no matter what. This card represents surprise change because you may have veered off your path of destiny. Spirit has a way of pulling us back when we get too far away, and it puts us on the road where we should have been to begin with. So surprise change. And it says to seize all opportunities that are coming your way. Grow. Take risks if need be. Remember, there is no thrill in the lack of risk. You have the King of Swords. This one just popped up recently. This card says, don't be caught off guard. You didn't get where you are without a strong dose of caution. So don't let your guard down. You have the Chariot, which represents that you have been on a plateau. Maybe a resting phase. Maybe you put yourself here on purpose. Or maybe there's nothing you can do. You've tried everything. And still you've just been going sideways. Going no forward movement. But this is a Chariot, and it represents forward movement, finally. And again, Malik, it suggests that you take the road less traveled. Again, I say, if everybody goes this way, go the other way. There are more doors open for you if you go your own way. Don't be a follower. And you have the Judgment card. This card represents, again, change. And it's going to be quick, clear, and permanent. Judgment. So you know, first impressions, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. That first impression, people judge you immediately. And it doesn't change. It's quick, it's clear, and permanent. This change is going to be happening quick, clear, and permanent because of past or a life lesson. And it says to embrace all opportunities that are going to be coming your way because of this change. And it will be a positive one. Bethany, no blushing, my dear. My husband, when I blush, he makes me blush all the time, and then he'll be like my little tomato, and it makes me turn even more red. Mobile more, it is your turn. And then Amrita. Oh, goodness. All right, so this one jumped out, Mobile more. Oh, you have the Magician, a major arcana. It's a positive. It's a yes. And it represents something happening quickly. And it encourages you to be resourceful. Use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And remember, it's all in the know-how. You already know how to do this. Let's see what else we get. Amrita, you are next. You have the Queen of Swords, Mobile more, and the Lovers. The Queen of Swords says that you need to be your own person. Keep your strong convictions. All right, so let's backtrack. It says to say what you think. Be direct, speak sharply, and be your own person. Keep your strong convictions no matter what opposition you come up against. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Be confident, be straightforward, and you will receive the acknowledgement you deserve. And you have the Lover's card, another major arcana. This card it can represent a Gemini, but it's a yes card, it's a positive, and it says that nothing should be held back, even if it exposes you to feelings of vulnerability, nervousness. Be open and transparent. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to check it out, Bethany. Thank you so much. It's kind of like waiting for Christmas to open a gift. I have to wait until I'm done with my live before I can go see it. Mobile more, thank you. Thank you so much for being here and having patience. Amrita, it is your turn. You guys crack me up. You definitely have made my day. It started off super sad, but you guys have made my day. All right, here we go. We need one more. Aw, thank you. We have the Hierophant Amrita, a major arcana. It's a positive card. And it says that you need to seek wisdom from somebody you know with knowledge and experience. They reveal the sacred. So this literally is somebody you know. They speak the truth. They don't lie. They don't embellish their story. Bottom line is they've been there. They've done that. And just talk to them. And they'll steer you. They'll give you good advice. They'll steer you in the right direction. And if they don't have any advice for you, they'll at least be a good ear, a kind ear to listen to your problems. And they're not going to tell anybody else. They're not going to spread it. But this person they will help you. You have the King of Pentacles. Again, the Pentacles represents gains. And the King of Pentacles represents that there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical. And that's probably what the Hierophant is going to tell you when you go talk to this person. And you also have the Seven of Cups. It's an inspiration and an imagination card. Creativity. Oh my goodness, where's my water? But it's also a 7, which represents it's time to reorganize. You see, all the cups are full and overflowing. In order to keep them that way, it's time to reorganize. What worked in the beginning might not be working as well. So if you reorganize, it's going to continue working just as well. I hope that helps. You guys, I have to grab my water. That coffee is not cutting it. Oh, my legs are shot today. They're horrible. This morning we started day 1 of another Mr. London 14-day chair challenge. I don't know whose idea it was to start that. But I can feel it. December 25th. When do you celebrate? I was talking to an Amish lady, and she said that they celebrate it so many days after the 25th. 7 days? Is that what it was? Oh my gosh, I can't remember what she said. I feel like it was 7 days after the 25th, though. Really? They begin in November? Interesting. So, how long is the Christmas season? Oh, gotcha. All right, now I understand. So, all right, duh, Grandma, duh. So, I like to put my Christmas tree up Thanksgiving night. well, Thanksgiving, so that when the kids and the grandkids come over, the Christmas tree is put up. My grandma, that's the way it was when I was a little girl. Every time we went to my grandma's for Thanksgiving, the tree was up that day. And it never came down until January 1st. That was the day. Otherwise, it was bad luck. Yup, Thanksgiving. In November, I start pulling stuff out of the closets. My husband's like, oh my gosh, where are you going to put this? He just shakes his head. And then I do videos on it too, my Christmas decorating and DIYs. You never know what you're gonna walk into. For a few years, after my daughter passed away, it was like, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I don't want to hear Christmas music. I don't even want to see those sparkling lights. Amish grow great weed. Really? You know, I was wondering that, Albert, because I've watched some shows. I don't remember what it was called, but mentioned how they were so against weed, marijuana, Mary Jane, left-handed cigarettes, whatever you want to call them. But I was curious because they are exceptional gardeners that I bet you they could grow some amazing marijuana. Albert, you crack me up. But yeah, for the last couple of years, Christmas has been feeling good again. I love the sparkle, the lights, the bells. I guess all the bells and whistles about it. Suren, hello. How are you? I will pull some cards for you, Suren, and then we will be ending our live stream. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You guys are the best. Really, you truly are. Oh, no, you don't know how you are. Oh, my friend. Hopefully these cards will put you in a better mood. All right. I need to hurry up. And don't forget, you can always send me an email. I would love to do an in-depth card reading for you. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So, Suren, the first one you have is the 8 of Swords. This card represents you're restricting yourself. And you're creating obstacles. Stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. You can cope. You have a 3 of Swords. This card represents petty conflict. It says grudges need to be dropped, and someone needs to step back and act as mediator, or it's just going to get worse. My friend, let bygones be bygones. And you have the 6 of Wands. This card represents that things are good at the moment. You have achieved success, but it cautions you to be wary of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing the heady heights of success. So, count your blessings and be grateful. And the more you're grateful, the more the universe responds by sending you more gifts. So with that, my friends, I'm going to end this video before I have to hurry up and cut you off. I will be back tomorrow. If you like this type of content based around Oracle and Tarot cards, please give my video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Most important, I hope you have the best day ever. The card said stop creating obstacles or that are of your own mental creation. So that would be most likely a no, that she's not cheating on you. I would talk to her. Have a heart to heart with her, but the cards say no. My friends, I hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out my membership levels. I offer 4 of them. Each level is a different price, offers a member something different. Subscribing is always free. That will never change. Suren, I hope you come back tomorrow, or send me an email. I will totally do a reading for you. You guys, thank you. Have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next video.